all. Welcome to This Week with Pastor Dan. Glad to have you join in. So last night, everybody's in bed but me, basically. I stayed up to watch a hockey game, which I'm sure uh little guy was not happy about because hockey, if you ask him, is his favorite sport. And he does love hockey, but that's a passed down thing. I love hockey. And now is the Avalanche Minnesota Wild game 5, and one of the best third periods of hockey I've ever watched. And so this morning I went to bed and Avalanche tied it up, but I was like, I gotta go to bed. We got a big day today. So this morning I was like, I gotta watch overtime. So I made sure I didn't see the result and kind of took my time, and just so happened that I'd finished my workout and the things, and little guy got up and he wanted to he wanted to sit, and I was like, well, we can watch hockey. And he's like, okay, let's watch hockey. So we did. We watched the overtime, and it was really good and it was fantastic. And but what happened was, it was the most perfect thing was watching the Avalanche ended up winning. Great shot at the end to win it in overtime. um Minnesota Wild's goalie did everything he could, but he collapses on his face and he's just laying on the ice. And there's the camera shot was just perfect, and it was the two sides of victory. You have the Avalanche going wild. You have a Minnesota Wild player breaks a stick on the net. He's so frustrated. The goalie's just laying um, face down, broken. You know, the Minnesota players are skating around slowly. Colorado players are all exuberant, and they celebrate and they do their thing. And then, as they do always in hockey, they line up and they shake hands. And the camera always in the playoffs tends to like stay and doesn't cut away to the booth or whatever, but it stays in. You always get to see the handshake line, and it's more of a hug. Like, takes a while. It's like passing of the peace at the church here. Like they talk to each other. And it was a moment I got to talk to my son. I was like, there's two sides to victory. There's two sides to all of this. There's those who feel the joy of victory, and then there's the feel the sorrow of loss. You can see it. And I understand he's 2. He probably didn't understand. But then the handshake line, as they were doing it, he was like, Daddy, what are they doing? And I was like, they're doing the coolest thing ever, is they're shaking hands. It's mutual respect and admiration for one another. And that's what I get to today, is this mutual level of respect and admiration. Jesus tells us that we're supposed to pray for our enemies. We're supposed to care for them. That's the Bible is very clear about that. Like, care for them. Paul says, or the Psalm say, I can't remember which one, but it's like, be kind to them. Treat them in a loving, welcoming, hospitable manner. Bring them in, enfold them. And it's like heaping hot coals upon their head. I think that might be Paul. But anyhow, there's this idea of that's who we're supposed to be, is this caring, compassionate, and even despite our struggles and our pains, or those that we disagree with, we still hold them up. We still care for them. We still work alongside them. And I feel like we've lost that immensely, globally, country, city, whatever. We disagree with them. They're the worst or whatever it is. And it's just not that way. It should be like a hockey handshake line. Yeah, there's these two pitted forces against each other, and there's this struggle, and there is this battle, and it can be brutal at times, and it can be hard. But at the end of it, there's a handshake, there's respect, there's a hug, and that's what our faith leads us to. Is that there's no expectation for us to be automaton robots where we're all the same. We're all individuals. We all have brains. We all have the ability to think and see things differently, and we will. But it doesn't mean at the end of that we're not able to show admiration. We may not agree. We may not have come to the same point. We may not be on the same page, but we still can respect and care for. And I think that's, especially as people of faith, something we need to gain back and garner, and look towards a hockey game and see that there's this place to come to. And these are people who are willing to drop gloves and punch each other, but at the end of the game, they're going to shake hands. And so I think there's the ability for us to find that way forward again, especially as people of faith, especially as people who hold on to the values of Jesus, and we try to find our way into this realm of care and compassion, and it's not always our way. May you all be blessed. Look forward to seeing you soon.